Hello everybody and welcome to this hole guide for hole number 1, par 4 of the Maple Bay, playing from second tee, which is classified as Pro and Expert Division. Video sponsored by Golf Clash and Play Demic. And before we start, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and also visit golfclashtommy.com for more Golf Clash related content for free. Last but not least, if you want to improve your tour play and tournament play even more, you get one of our packages on patreon.com/golfclashtommy, link directly in the description down below. So I will give you 3 options here, and it's all going to be wind based here. So when we do have headwind, I'm going to play on the left hand side, and I will be using the driver that gives me the most power possible, and in my case it's the Apocalypse level 6. Here I'm using 2 bars of side spin to the right and 6 bars of topspin. The reason I'm using 6 bars of topspin is due to the fact that I want to adapt to drivers that is even in a lower level, so you don't have to steer yourself blind with the fact that I play with an Apocalypse level 6. Adjustment maximum distance plus 10. Then we use curl, that is right side of the ball, just outside the wall on the right. Bounces nicely on the fairway, and we are looking to get up to approximately 350 yards. Second shot is going to be played either with the Grizzly or with the B52. If you have the B52 level 7 plus, you play with that one above the Grizzly, otherwise you go Grizzly. Here in headwind we need to play with a ball guideline that looks like it's going to come in massively hot. If we don't do this, the ball will fall short. So 1.5 bar topspin, I aim left side of the cup, and from here we will be playing medium distance with a 20% over adjustment with our Grizzly. Obviously the adjustment with the spin will vary depending on what type of wind you will have for the second shot. Like, let's say you're playing in tour play for an example, then you will see yourself having sometimes tailwind, sometimes headwind, etc. And then you will have to adapt, because the reason once again why we are using topspin that much here is due to the headwind and the compressed ball guideline, as we don't want to fall short. A perfect ball would have dropped, and unfortunately a great right will miss. But now we're gonna move on and look and see what we're gonna do if we do have a crosswind from tee. So playing from right side now when we do have a crosswind angle, and I play a bit of an aggressive drive. Once again, you don't have to play with Apocalypse level 6, and therefore I'm using 6 bars of topspin instead of using the maximum that can be had on Apocalypse level 6 here. 1 bar of side spin to the left. I have the right side of the yellow ring by the rough line. I will push my rings here due to the fact that the trees would otherwise will be in my face, and that's going to complicate things. Maximum distance plus 10, and we will not be using any curl. And now it is important that we do try to hit perfect. You can as well try to push the drive hard, going with a lot of overpower, bouncing over the left side bunker directly. But I do feel that if we can play a drive with no overpower, the amount of times we will hit perfect will increase, and therefore we can rely off yardage notes in a better way. Now, second shot, I will use a fixed position here and only adapt spin. So I will be applying the bottom of the blue ring by the rough, and then I will be in the end apply a side spin, which is going to be 2 bars of side spin and top spin to pin. And here it is very important that you do have a short iron that does have the top spin, the ball guideline with at least 4.0, so you can see the ball guideline. So Hornet level 8 plus, Thorn level 8 plus, we do have the Falcon level 7 plus as well, and those are the short irons to be used here. If you do not have a short iron with that decent ball guideline, you should consider going left side approach as shown as a first example, so you can utilize the ball guideline and then if so on your long iron instead. So very close. Obviously we're going to have to tweak a little bit and add a little bit more to our adjustment, but I do believe that this is the shot to play if we are not forced by headwind to go on the left. But there is one other wind that we're going to take a look at here on hole number 1, and that is tailwind. And what should we do if we do have more or less a straight tailwind? In straight tailwind, we will be going for green. Have in mind that this is a 240 yard power driver that I'm having in the Apocalypse level 6. And the thing that I will do here is to use 2 bars of side spin to the left. I will also be applying backspin. And I'm using, in the end, 2 bars of backspin with an 11.7 miles per hour. You can see that I stretch out to absolute max, looking to have the left side of the red ring by the bunker. More importantly, we're trying to have the tip of the ball guideline to show that we are going towards the pin. I know that could be tough, but that is what we're looking for. Maximum distance plus 10, and then we will push up to max. And as you could notice, I did not push up to max with the wind arrow straight. We push up to max with the ball guideline straight up instead. Max overpower, no curl, and you can see that we bounce very nicely over and sit on fringe. We have room to move more to the right, so we can consider to move a little bit more to the right. Sorry, to the left, obviously. We can consider to move a little bit more to the left to give ourselves more room, especially now, because a great right here would definitely be in the rough all the time. So the driver, which driver should you use? The one with the most power is the one to use, regardless if it is an Apocalypse or an Extra Mile or a Thor Hammer. You choose the one with the most power, and then you apply 2 bars of backspin for 11.7 miles per hour. And if you have more wind, you obviously apply more backspin. If you have less wind, you're gonna have to reduce backspin instead if you're trying to go for green. And if with a straight tailwind the wind is too good to not go for green, very good opportunity. The video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, and make sure you do subscribe to patreon.com/golfclashtom and get one of our packages there today. Thank you once again for watching, and good luck in your Golf Clash game.